Hello everyone, my name is Bautista Londero and he is my partner David Lopez.
Hi everyone.
We are civil engineer students at the National Tecnológica University, Paraná Regional School, and we are going to talk about our presentation named as Landslides in Urquiza Park, the use of PET fibers to avoid the movement of hillsides.
Before starting, we want to briefly describe the city where the problem is located. This project is based on the city of Paraná, which is the capital of Entre Ríos province. There are 4 well-defined districts in Paraná, and it has a population of almost 400,000 people spread across them.
The problem that we are going to talk about in this project is specifically located in the Urquiza Park. As you can see in these pictures, the Urquiza Park is one of the most important urban green areas in Paraná, which has 0.44 square kilometers of surface.
First, let me introduce the issue. The issue is addressed on the current situation of Urquiza Park. Right now, it is facing a critical situation related to landslides and erosion. The park has been experiencing landslides incidents over the last years. It means significant threats to public safety, the ecological stability, and the park's overall value.
The purpose of this presentation is to address the issue that we introduced previously, to present a solution that could be implemented by future civil engineers.
To carry out the proposal, we are going to present a solution which involves the recycling of materials, and more specifically, the use of recycled PET fibers, which means polyethylene terephthalate, and also it's known as plastic flakes. The expected impact of this project is mainly to improve the quality of life and safety of the people. Also, it contributes to raising social awareness regarding PET recycling. In addition to this project, looks for preserving this green area of Paraná. Following that, we are going to provide a description of the map that follows the presentation.
So the presentation map will have the following structure. First, we are going to describe the city and its most important places. Secondly, we will discuss the addressed issue in a detailed manner. Third, we are going to talk about the causes that led to this problem and its consequences. After that, we will discuss the problem's approach, trying to explain a solution, the use materials, and implementation. In the fifth place, the strengths and the weaknesses of the proposal are going to be presented. Finally, we will give a conclusion of the project and what is needed for the realization of the project.
Okay, starting with the first section of the presentation, description of the context, we are going to describe the city of Paraná using pictures. They will show the district and their most important locations, most significant locations. In this picture, we can see a map of the city of Paraná, which includes the city itself, the distinct Paraná River, and the border with the Santa Fe province.
On the left of the picture, the city of Paraná is divided into four well-defined districts, sorry. The northeast in blue, in yellow you can see the southeast, in green the west, and finally in pink it is the center district, where you can also find the Urquiza Park that is marked in red color. The first district that we are going to describe is northeast, which is a semi-urban area where there are a lot of fields. On the right side of the picture, there is a green area that is known as Jardín Botánico. It is a beautiful natural space with a lot of animals, flora, and fauna.
In this image, this image shows the west area of the city. In this area, you will find very significant. I'm sorry. In the second place, we are going to talk about the southeast district. In this area, that has residential neighborhoods with many avenues. The most notable places include the Nacional Park, as seen in the picture, which is rich in vegetation, and it is a recreational area. Now, yes, this image shows the west area of the city. In this area, you will find very significant places, such as the new park, which is an urban and green area. Another remarkable location is the municipal cemetery, which is a frequently visited site situated nearly in the center of the city, as you can see in the picture in the left.
Lastly, the center district is one of the most significant part of the city. Here you can find historical buildings, shops, restaurants, and services. So in this district, we also find two of the most important places. These are the Costanera, that is a beautiful pathway along the Paraná River, and the Urquiza Park. This is the specific area where the problem is located. Here in the Urquiza Park, there are numerous hills that are prone to landslides and erosion between Laurencena Avenue and Luis Echeverri Avenue.
Okay, at this point, we are going to describe the main problem. The main problem is the increasing frequency and severity of the landslides. They happen due to a combination of natural and human factors. The parks, hilly terrain, and water retention make it very vulnerable. Additionally, the erosion of soils and the lack of vegetation has intensified the landslides, impacting the local flora and fauna.
So this is the current situation in Urquiza Park. In this picture, we can see Luis Echeverri Avenue surrounded by trees. The road is clearly collapsed with large sections of broken pavement. So this scene is a consequence of the landslide. This picture shows a dangerous situation too. There is a large rock in the middle of Luis Echeverri Avenue because of a landslide. And the hillside behind the road has some bent trees on it. In this picture, the landslide has caused a large amount of soil and rocks to fall onto Laurencena Avenue. So as you can see, the path is covered in mud and debris from the hillside. In the third part of the presentation, we are going to introduce the causes and the consequences that the problem gives rise to.
Okay, to discuss the causes that lead to the problem, it's important to understand that the soil movement and erosion are a result of a combination of natural and human factors, as we said previously. Firstly, deforestation plays a significant role here. The lack of trees means that the soil doesn't absorb as much water as used to, because the tree roots are no longer present. Second and third factors are related. The heavy rains saturate the drainage systems, and when this system fails, it can be challenging to detect and repair the issue. And lastly, this type of soil is known for its water retention, and it has properties like significant expansion and contraction due to presence of water.
Now we are presenting the consequences. Firstly, we have the devastation of the environment, which is one of the most significant consequences because it affects numerous species of animals and plants. This potentially leading to their extinction. Secondly, the landslides can put eventually at risk the individuals that around the area. Lastly, the cost of repairing the infrastructure and the potential negative impact on tourism are some of the consequences. So the tourism can be affected if landslides damage all this infrastructure, such as hotels, roads. Moreover, the landslides can damage other services like power lines, gas pipelines, and water supply systems in the Urquiza Park. So this can result in power outages and gas leaks. This will affect the daily lives of the area residents. And now it is the moment to describe the problem approach from our project.
Our goal with this presentation, as we previously mentioned, is to use recycled PET fibers to produce a geotextile that can reinforce the hillsides of Urquiza Park. To achieve this, it is necessary to divide this process in two stages or two parts. The first one, geotextile production. It means where the materials come from and how it's made. And the second one, geotextile installation, how the area is prepared and how it is employed.
To produce the geotextile, we need to follow the next steps. It begins by collecting the bottles, which will be separated and cleaned. Next, these bottles are taken to a extrusion machine, as you can see in this picture, which is responsible for chopping the bottles into plastic flakes. This image, this picture shows the plastic flakes, also known as PET fibers. Once the material is ready, it is transported to a processing plant, which is located in the industrial park, Paraná. There, the PET fibers are melted and molded to create this material, the geotextile. These pictures show the final product.
Okay, now with the second part, which involves the application of the geotextile on the hillsides. The first step to consider is remove the top layer of the soil around 50 centimeters. And then the geotextile is placed on individual layers as shown in the picture. And the dirt is deposited again and compact. This process is complete with hydroseeding to ensure the vegetation's roots stabilize the hillsides of Urquiza Park.
At this point, we are going to introduce the advantages and disadvantages of this project. In relation to the strengths of the project, the PET fibers for the geotextile proposed in this solution, we can say that it is accessible. We can get it from supermarkets. Moreover, some companies also supply clean PET from the overproduction or defective products. Also, this material has some useful properties, such as high tensile strength, permeability control, resistance to chemicals, and the ease of installation. So in long terms, it reduces the costs in geotechnical projects.
Regarding to the weaknesses, we can say that in the city of Paraná, there is a lack of infrastructure for a large-scale production of this material. Also, it has a higher initial installation cost, and the maintenance is required once every 2 years. In addition, it's essential to consider a precise installation. Okay, with all this developed information, we bring a conclusion to the presentation of this project. In conclusion, the issue developed in this project involves the improvement and preservation of Urquiza Park hillsides, which is, as we said before, the most important tourist area in Paraná.
So, in one hand, this area holds a significant social value. So we find this project an alternative to traditional solutions because it is an ecological proposal with recycled materials also. So moreover, they have an important duration over a long time. In the other hand, it's important to communicate the project details to the people, to the citizens of Paraná, to raise social awareness about PET recycling. This will also improve the community safety and quality of life. Furthermore, the preservation of the Urquiza Park means that a lot of species and vegetations depends on it. So we should understand the importance of the preservation. Finally, that's all from us. Thank you for attention. We appreciate it, and have a good day.
Have a good day.